The events in this video are fictional as the characters portrayed within. Any similarities to anyone living or dead are merely coincidental and have been created at random by XCOM's name generator. Seriously. Hello one and all, Mickey here, and we're back for another episode of XCOM. The squad is kitted out, but before we send them on their mission, those more attentive of you may realise there is no audio in game. Yeah, the audio didn't record. It's the second time this has happened to me, and I'm not going to spend 40 hours again like I did on the last time it happened, putting the audio in manually. What I will do at least is put music over the game so the music is appropriate to what is happening. And maybe even the sound of gunshots if they're not that difficult to do. I still have them saved on my hard drive. I know guys, it's annoying. I am pissed off as fuck as well. There's nothing really I can do short of playing the mission again and it not really being Ironman. So hopefully with at least some music on top, it won't be that big a deal. And before you ask, yes, I do a test recording. Every single time I make a video, I do a test recording, make sure everything's okay. And the sound did record. I have no idea what the hell's going on. But I hope it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Let's get back to it. We have a few promotions to do. So remember, any soldier that isn't fatigued gets currently 1 XP a day on every soldier that isn't fatigued. And because of that, we've got a few promotions to make. Starting with Bark here, who obviously can't get Killer Instinct because he hasn't got Run and Gun. I don't really want to get Adrenaline Surge, although he may be taking hits. It's not that great on gunners, especially seeing as he doesn't have any multi-shot perks. So I think what I'm going to go for is Distortion Field. I really don't like Distortion Field. Most other AoE buffs, Smoke, Psi Inspiration, Telekinetic Field, anything that gives an AoE buff always affects the person casting it. Not so with Distortion Field. That plus 10 defense doesn't apply to him, which is why I don't like it. But gunners can quite often be bullet sponges. So I think I'm going to give him Distortion Fields. Bearing in mind he also has low profile, which means if he goes into low cover, getting full cover bonus, 45 defense, and somebody else runs into low cover next to him, getting 30 defense, they'd actually get 40 defense. So his Distortion Field will give other people in low cover almost full cover defense. So it is going to be Distortion Fields. Next up, we've got Lowry, who has got Executioner, Hyperactive Pupils, and Field Medic. Hyperactive Pupils I really don't like. Executioner, if he had in the zone, I would take it, but he doesn't, so it's going to be Field Medic. This way he's guaranteed to have a med kit every single mission, meaning thin men aren't going to be an issue to him. And not to mention on long missions I can give him an extra medkit item and he'll be carrying 3 medkits into a mission. 1 from this perk and 2 getting double from this perk. So Field Medic it is. Then Queen here. That's right, Queen I was going to give Absorption Fields. Why? Because even though he hasn't got particularly great will, I think he will eventually become an officer. This is the current perk that he has, Fortiores Una, and seeing as he can't use Disabling Shot, at this rank, Gunnery Sergeant, he'll have to take this perk. So he might as well spend 1 officer rank on him, and he'll get these 2 officer perks. This one has his random rookie perk, which isn't showing up, and this one as his Gunnery Sergeant perk. And with Absorption Fields, and double the damage reduction from cover, and with Repair Servers later on, as well as a Reinforced Armor item that he'd be carrying, he is going to be very, very tanky. So, Absorption Fields, that's what it's going to be. I did consider Combined Arms. It is the only officer perk that I'm aware of, now I'm aware of it, that applies even though they're not an officer. So if he was an officer, everybody in the squad would get 1 point of damage reduction whenever they're shooting an enemy that has DR, which in the late game is essentially just a flat +1 damage. But without the officer perk, it would just apply to him. But because he doesn't have any multi-shot perks, I didn't really think it was worth it. So yeah, Absorption Fields for Queen. Then Shades. Yeah, lock and load, reload, keep shooting. Fire in the hole doesn't apply to him, that plus 10 aim only applies to rockets. And Grenadier, no, because one of his small items will always be a scope. So lock and load, reload, keep shooting. Oh, that's right, and Owen Wilson, who isn't going to get his perk yet because it's going to be Pet Master, and I'm not going to pick it until we have Floaters and Seekers, until they've appeared. Obviously, the Large Landed doesn't count, or at least I'm not counting it because it is well out of place in the missions order. We do have a few promotions down here, but I went through them last episode. I'm still not deciding what to go for them, but let's go to the mission. I am going very light on specialised experienced troops. After last mission, granted it may have just been luck that we got completely sectoid mission, but I can't afford to keep taking specialised troops when I've got so many rookies. Michael Frank is obviously coming along because I need to sort out his perk on this mission, and it's a crashed small scout, and that is about as easy as a mission we are going to get, at least that we know that it might be. I've got a notification on the screen telling me that I need to remove his run and gun before we leave the mission, so his perks be sorted out and he can finally be turned into a gunner instead of the game thinking that he is an assault. As a backup to all the rookies that are coming, Gerard's going to be here with his double tap and with Deadeye, so any floaters that we have are not going to be an issue, as well as his drone that we're going to finally see again after last mission. Then we have got Christopher Walken carrying a battle scanner and reinforced armor. I really don't like how little health he's got, but I wanted to max out his mobility to get as much meld as we can. He's also got a battle scanner so we can spot any pods at a distance. We've got Vincent Minnelli here, who is going to be trained as a sniper. Obviously that depends on what random rookie perks he gets, but he has got max aim, so hopefully he's going to be a sniper. Speaking of aim, Aristotle here has got minimum aim, so yeah, you're probably going to be a grenadier. Yeah, I've just given him HE grenade, flashbang grenade, and a carbine, I think. Yeah, otherwise he's not going to have any chance. Even with a carbine, he has less aim than an average rookie. And lastly, we've got Paul Hewson, who is just a kind of typical, slightly above average rookie, slightly above average aim, slightly above average health, and, or actually no, that is average health, and slightly below average mobility. So I think that is it. We've got a battle scanner, 2 flashbangs, 2 HE grenades, a bit of armor on those I'm worried about, and a couple of medkits. A little bit worried about this mission. It could go horribly wrong. I know exactly which maps we're going to be going on. I'll probably post the images on the screen now. Both of them are going to be marshlands, and judging by the images, they look practically identical. One's daytime, one's nighttime. There are a few subtle differences about them, but for all intents and purposes, pretty much the same map. So guys, I hope you brought your wellies, because yeah, you're going to be wading through the marshlands. I think we are done. Let's head off and find out what map we're on and give the random rookie perks and spawn Gerard's drone.
We're heading to South Africa for this one, and we need to get down there fast. The downed UFO is in a remote area outside a small town. If we can secure the crash site, we should be able to prevent any civilian casualties.
So, Star Spangled Alpha, and it's going to be spooky marshland instead of daylight marshland. Doesn't really make much difference. I wonder if day and nighttime is going to make any difference in XCOM 2.
Central, this is Big Sky. Strike 1 is ready to secure the craft.
Copy, Big Sky. Strike 1 is clear to attempt the breach.
Okay, now before we move. Okay, I was considering whether to have Big Sky drop us off at a different location, but we're relatively close to one corner. I prefer to have Big Sky drop us off in a corner to reduce the chance of getting flanked from multiple sides, but obviously there can't be any pods here. It's too close to the wall. There could be some right here and we might move right and then get flanked, but I think we're okay to go with that. So this starting location it will be. Is there any meld nearby that I can spot? Because I do want to try get meld this mission. Okay, so I couldn't spot any meld, but either way, we'll follow the audio cues, not to mention we have Walken's motion tracker here. And now time for those random rookie perks. Okay, so we're back and I have done the random rookie perks. And speaking of perks, Gerard's drone is back. And I remember from Epic Hour, I said that if you guys want to name him, go right ahead. The current names we have chosen, or at least that have been suggested, are Jack Trapcepticeye, as in Jacksepticeye, Servo Skull, Donut, Bloodwing, Sniper's Best Friend, Peter Van Drone. I can't actually remember if Van Dorn gets a pet. You might need to leave that one, that name free. Droney and All-Seeing Eye. If you guys come up with another name or you like these names and you want to thumbs them up, write it in the comments and let me know. There wasn't really enough thumbs up for any given name that I'm willing to go with just yet, but it's not really that big a deal. It's not like we can't use him if he doesn't have a name. I don't really know what I'm going to call you right now. Sorry. I mean, I know you got 3 kills on Epic Hour, but you're just going to have to go unnamed for now. As for the random rookie perks, so Christopher Walken got Sharpshooter. That's kind of rubbish. Well, it's a rubbish perk on its own. Not to mention he has... Actually, he doesn't have that bad at aim, does he? I thought he was the one that had 58 aim. No, his aim's not that bad, so maybe he will take advantage of that Sharpshooter perk. Okay, guys, so I know I can't prove that the random perks that I'm choosing are in fact random, and I know I said I was going to make Vincent here into a sniper, but his random rookie perk was double tap. that is our third sniper that is going to get double tap. I don't really know what to tell you guys. I give the perks from left to right as if you're reading, so left, right, basically, like you're reading a book, basically. And that's how I give the perks out. And when I go to the website, random.org, I go to Integras, can't remember how it's pronounced, and type in, well, in this case, give me 4 numbers from a range of 1 to 167. Number 2 was double tap. I don't really know what else to say. But on a more cheerful note, Aristotle got a pet. Our first random rookie pet. So, I've already worked out what pet it's going to be. Remember, we haven't encountered floaters and seekers yet, or at least I'm not including the ones from the troop transport. So, it could be either a sectoid, a drone, or a thin man. And it came up with the number 4. And that's sectoid, drone, thin man. Number 4 being drone. So, we have 2 drones on this mission. I would have absolutely loved a thin man or a sectoid, because the sectoid could be mind merging Gerard here. But you know what? Another free unit on a mission where I brought 4 rookies, I am absolutely fine with. And Paul Hewson here got So Others May Live. His will is pretty decent. If nothing else, I might just burn an officer perk on him so he can make use of So Others May Live. In the meantime, we should probably get moving and find some meld. Remember, on this map, we could have sectoids, drone, thin men, floater, seeker, and of course there is definitely an outsider. And the enemy numbers are, besides the outsider on its own, it could be 1 pod of 2, or it could be, 4 pods of 2. I have no idea. Let's just say 3 pods, each being 2 each, and we'll just go from there. I think it's about time we get started. Motion tracker. Nothing in range yet. Yeah, go ahead. Just charge. And still nothing in range. Okay. Where can you run to? I mean, there is full cover here, but there is more than enough room on this right-hand side for there to be a pod here. And, yeah, let's just move up to here. I know, there could still be a pod here, but remember, the motion tracker sees like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles ahead, so we're taking a risk of like 2 tiles, so you can just move up here. Okay, still no pods, so time to sprint up. Come on then, drone. I'm so easily gonna lose track of whose drone is whose. Oh damn it, how am I gonna do that? Whenever a drone gets a kill, the owner of that drone will get the experience. Well, worst case scenario, if I can't keep track of who got the kills, then I'll just add the experience through the console after I've, done the edits and I know whose drone got the kill. Another drone. And finally, Gerard, you can just, you can just go here. Perfect. So, what have we got out there? Sectoids? Just sectoids. And we know there is a meld over here. So for now, just sectoids. This counts as concealment, so I will happily just dash ahead here. Well, I mean move ahead. I probably should have motion tracked. You know what, we're making good ground here, so I will leave that motion tracker for another turn and let everybody else catch up. Because if he dashes again, he blue moved and everybody has to dash to reach him. Come on guys, try keep up. Okay, Gerard, where can you go? I don't really want to leave you too far behind. And there could definitely be a pod in this corner. But yeah, a pod could be moving up on us on our left. From here, he may not get an angle on the right. He can't move up to this full cover. Alright, fine. Just dash to half cover. And we'll put Walken on Overwatch. Still only sectoids. Is it possible this is another sectoid-only map? Yeah, that troop transport must have really put them behind. Okay, this may be the last motion tracker I use. I mean, we do have a battle scanner that we can spot the outsider with. In worst case scenario, we can just work with the audio cues. No aliens yet, and we are in range of that meld. I think we're safe enough to just move up into the open and Overwatch. Drones you can dash, actually, because you can't Overwatch. Yeah, you guys, I think you can dash as well, because your mobility is so bad. What? Where are you going? Okay, whew, I thought you were going to climb up here. Yeah, you can dash as well. And Gerard, what are the odds of there being a pod here? No, the game would have told us. So you can just dash into full cover. And Overwatch it is. So, Vulcan, can you get this meld? Is this really a sectoid only map? Let's go find out. Oh yeah, they are doing really, really bad. That was just 10 meld. For those of you who don't know, the amount of meld you get is dependent on how well the aliens are doing. And 10 is the minimum that the game will allow the meld to go to. By this point, it usually jumps to about 25 meld per canister. It'll start off being the game at 10 meld, and then within a couple of missions, without realising it, it will just jump to about 25. So yeah, we have really, really fucking knocked them back. So, I mean, if no floaters or seekers appear, I will probably still hold off on those pet perks, because as can be seen by Aristotle, I'd really prefer not to get any more drones, or even sectoids to be honest. Thin man floater or a seeker would be absolutely fine. Okay, at this point I'm pretty sure there are no pods on our right. If there were, we would have indications that they were coming from that direction. You know, on the safe side, just move up to half cover and steady weapon. Or even at that range, maybe Overwatch? Maybe you'll catch something in Overwatch. Oh, right, you can't move and shoot. Right! Steady weapon, everybody else Overwatch. And the drones can... No, maybe... No, we've already moved. Let's not move the drones anywhere in case that triggers. Oh, I forgot to Overwatch Walken. So our nearest pod is here, sectoid to the left. And that weird whirly noise is drones. So we do have sectoids and drones. Which, as I said, are tier 1 enemies that the enemy always has access to. I'm guessing they can't afford anything more than that right now. Let's dash you guys into concealment, seeing as you can fly. You can dash up as well. And sniper, Gerard, you could fall back into full cover, but then your shots might be obscured by this. So maybe begin to work your way around. As always with this island on this map, I'm very reluctant to go anywhere beyond this point in case the outsider is on this edge. So yeah, you can kind of move into concealment. Don't... Oh, okay. Whew, I thought it was me outsider. Okay, so 2 sectoids. And you, I'm pretty sure, can get... No, you can't get flanked. Okay, you can stay there. Where can everybody else go then? I'm again a bit reluctant to move up on the right hand side, so I thought there could be another pod here, and trigger the outsider. And remember, this is definitely not the only pod on the map because we heard drones. Walken, you definitely can't get flanked here, can you? If this guy was here, there's no way you'll be able to move to cover. Unless he moves here. That would be a flank. I can't remember exactly where that sectoid went. I think maybe here. Not sure if he's in range. But let's be better safe than sorry and just move you back into full cover, really. Actually, we can get an eye on him when we run back. Okay, so he is there. So it was maybe possible, he's here, that he could move to here. I think that might be a bit out of his range. So let's take that into account and not move to that cover. Wow, you guys, your mobility. Who's got the most health? You can go here. Fine, you guys can just run behind here. Probably should have put the scout up front. But that's fine, the scout can go here. And the drones can just kind of fly behind. Or hover behind. They will still be concealed behind this log, so they should be absolutely safe. Now, Gerard, you need to start moving and get an angle. For now, run to this low cover. Okay, what are you 2 sectoids going to do? Flanked. Run again. Okay. Any more meld? I'm guessing that was the only meld on the map. Now, you, my friend, are in a lot of trouble. You are here, right? Yeah, you are. You're there. You're on Overwatch. This could potentially trigger the outsider, but it's also full cover, and we're getting a free flank on a sectoid. For a second there, I was about to move Frank, thinking, oh, he's coloured black. he's obviously a scout, because all my scouts have got black uniforms. I'll just move him up and burn Overwatch. Let's not do that. You know what I will do though? Drones, you guys, can you burn Overwatch for me? I'm sorry to do this to you, drones. Can you burn Overwatch? Okay, oh, 1 in 3. I thought it'd be less than that. Okay, no, we're good. I was hoping with the flying defense it'd be a lot less than 1 in 3. Okay, so whoever stands here can overwatch that sectoid. Frank, you can go here and flank this sectoid. Please don't trigger the outsider. Okay, you're good. Frank, if you would, get some more XP for when you become a gunner. Okay, now, Walken, you have very little health, but there is no full coverage. Actually, you can go here. Wow, yeah, go there. Go for that. Now, who wants to take their chance against Sectoid? You've got the most amount of health. So, Aristotle, you can pin him in place. And you guys can just hunker down in low cover. I don't want to put him here and block line of sight. Can't really move up, can you? Yeah, Vincent, you are definitely going to become a sniper with that mobility. 11. Wow. Okay, yeah, just go back here. Drone, I don't want you to die. Land. Is there any way you can go to that is concealed? No, just fall back a tiny little bit, and next turn you can just dash over across to the other island in concealment. Now, are you going to get a shot from here? Let's find out. Yes, you will. Steady your weapon. Aristotle, you can overwatch. Everybody else can hunker down. Set for the drone. That can just sit tight. Okay. I'm guessing that was enough on the outskirts that that sectoid felt he can just run. That's annoying. If I move up here, will that trigger the outsider? Well, either way, let's not risk it. Actually, let's find out if we can see the outsider. Okay, so the sectoid is over here. Somewhere. Oh, it looks like he's run towards the ship. And I'm guessing he's here, maybe? I mean, there's no debris or anything there, so I'm guessing that's a sectoid. And yeah, that may not be a dash. Actually, yeah, that has to be a dash. Because he has to go around this as well. So, guys, move up. Please don't be on Overwatch. Okay, we didn't even see him. Okay, you guys can try get into concealment. Oh, I really don't want to risk... Oh, I don't know. The sectoid is... I'm assuming the sectoid's here. So we definitely can't flank him there. So, yeah, you know what, just go there. Hopefully that won't trigger the outsider. Famous last words. No, we're good. Yeah, it revealed like 2 or 3 tiles into the ship, but I'm sure we'll be fine. Now, drones. I'm hoping, because this extra ledge here, that this will be concealed. And go here. Now, Gerard. Yeah, just run over. We still can't see that other pod, wherever it is. So, just run across. And, yeah, you hunk down. You've got way too little health. Don't think that was a dash. Yeah, I can't believe Frank was a scout. I'm just so used to bringing scouts and them being coloured black as their uniform. I did want to go light on specialist troops this mission. As such, I think drones are going to have to be the scouts here. We are out of motion trackers. Okay, one drone go here. The other drone dash across. You can... Oh, crap. Misclick. Oh, well. You have to go hide. Then you can go there and hunker down. You guys can move up. And, wow. You and your mobility. Vincent. Dash across. Okay, seeing as we've cleared a lot of the right-hand side of the map, I'm going to assume the last pod is either behind the UFO, potentially far right, but I think maybe more likely far left. So I'm going to bring Gerard out into the open. There definitely can't be any pods on the left. So Gerard, stand out in the open. Next turn you can move left and try get some flanks. Hunk down, hunk down, hunk down, And your version hunker down, fly. Not exactly the same defense, but it will help. And end the turn. And here we go. Okay, drone v drone. What are you guys doing? I was actually getting excited here. I was thinking, oh, both the drones can, you know, fly up into the air and take ridiculously low accuracy shots at each other until they're, you know, face to face, point blank, flying in the air. Nope, these drones just think, not even gonna bother, don't even care. Well, Aristotle, I don't even know here, guys. You have shot some, you could kill both of them right now. How much experience have you got? You've already leveled up, again. Wow, okay. Aristotle, you have got a lot of health, more so than our assault. Well, eventually our gunner. You can move up if that sectoid is on Overwatch, won't kill you. You can take the first shot. Oh right, you've got the worst aim. But 73 is not bad. Let's see what you can do. Okay, it hit. I should be happy about that. Walken, yeah, why not? Try finish the job. 65. Bad? Not bad. Oh, I'm so tempted for drones to be killing drones here. In fact, it may have to be that way. Okay. I think it will have to be that way. There's no other full cover here, and I'm pretty sure that sectoid just ran back. So, if I put you guys at max range, you don't have a shot. Oh, don't tell me that tree's in the way, damn it. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, and you can't even move back that far. Okay, maybe go here. Nope, I meant fly. Okay, drone. From downtown. 80% to hit. Well, you did hit. Can't complain about that. If you can't shoot, I don't really know what else to do with you. Frank, there's no way that you'd get a shot from here, is there? No. Hewson. Yeah, go on then. With one sectoid left, he's not going to be able to kill you. Or at least one shot. Okay. Drone, you can come back. Your services are not required. And Gerard, you can do your best to get a flank. Hopefully that sectoid will run along the left. Overwatch. Pistol Overwatch. What now? So that was a pod of 3. How split up were those drones? That one would be here and one would be over here. And why are you still not flying? What is wrong with you drones? Oh man. Okay, Gerard, I'm guessing you do not have an angle. Drones, how far can you move? You are not going to be able to get in position. Unless you fly. Can you fly straight over that log? Oh, one tile out of range. But you are in range though, so you can... Is that in range? Okay, that's going to be in range. You can go to max range and take your 80% shot. Not bad. Okay, Walken, I know you don't have a lot of health. I don't think anybody else can go to full cover and take a shot. Actually, yeah, that's not going to be in range, is it? Even if you step out to the right, there won't be in range. Nobody else can get to full cover and shoot. Okay, well, I mean, you've got 6 health with that tree. That sector would have to do 7 damage to kill you. Pretty unlikely. So, 65%. Come on, don't miss. Don't put yourself in danger. Good. Okay. Yeah, I think anybody in full cover can Overwatch. I think even at this range, you can maybe, if the sector dashes on the left-hand side, you might be able to catch him. Yeah, you can Overwatch, and you can Overwatch, and you can't Overwatch, and in fact, behind that tree, I'm wondering if, even though you're flying, you're spotted, so just land, and end the turn. What is wrong with these drones, honestly? They must have skipped out on flight school. But yeah, Walken, you dash across. You guys are going to have to reload. And I want a battle scanner to find out if there is anything else in here, and also where the outsider is. It's not a very good battle scanner. Yeah, second thoughts? Don't battle scan. Okay, you reload. I mean, you can't Overwatch. Move up, why not? And steady weapon. Everybody else can overwatch. Yep. Sectoid, what are you going to do? Okay, Sectoid is far left of the ship. Can I potentially move up? You should be able to go there without revealing because the door's in the way. Yeah, screw it, go left. Okay, we're good. Move up. You can dash into... Actually, you can dash into this full cover. You can go to that full cover. Now, drones. You know what, go there. Hopefully that full cover will conceal you. And you, drone, land. And you can go behind this full cover. Because, you know, drones need full cover too. Low cover, hunker down. Don't want you to get any closer than that, but you can overwatch from there. Yeah, everybody else, overwatch. And next turn, we battle scan. How much are you going to bet that Sector is going to burst out this door and trigger the outsider? Okay, let's find out where the outsider is. What? Okay. We have another pod. We have another pod of sectoids. Oh man, you don't have a shot. Why don't you have a shot? What is blocking you? Ah, this log. Where would you have to go to get a shot? Here. Can you get a shot from here? Not that you'd be able to take advantage of it. Okay, let's go here. Can you shoot from here? No. Maybe this thing's in the way? Damn it, you're going to have one chance next turn. Okay, yeah, I really don't want to put you out of cover, so just go to low cover, and if you can shoot him next turn, then you'll have to. If not, well, that's tough luck. So we do have 4 sectoids left, 1 pod of 3, and the outsider is somewhere in this far right corner. Let's overwatch. Yeah, let's just overwatch. Okay. Okay, 20%. You hit a 20%. And did max damage with a pistol. Wow. Okay, 40%. Unbelievable. That was incredible. A 20% and a 40%. Wow. Aristotle, you're the one with minimum aim when you hit that Overwatch shot. I mean, granted you had a carbine, and you hit a 20%, Frank. I kind of feel bad for making you into a gunner, seeing as you're going to be losing that pistol. But hey, run and gun gunners, they are something to be seen. Now, the last turn of the scan is going to be now, and we don't have shots on them. There's nothing I can do about that. Yeah, Gerard, you're going to have to go left, and we're just going to have to hope that Overwatch shots hit. You can come out of full cover now. In fact, you guys, there's no point in you even concealed. I mean, granted, you can't overwatch, but let's have you close just in case. In fact, you guys can fly onto the roof. So can you start dashing forwards? I should have dashed you as well. Okay, if you go here, will you trigger? Not from the looks of it. No, you won't trigger, hopefully. Nope, you're good. So yeah, you guys can fly onto the roof. Everybody else can. Overwatch. Can't believe that pistol hit. Pistol Overwatch has never hit. I just do it as, like, courtesy to shotgunners. Come on then, bust through the door. Okay, they're getting close. Okay, so yeah, the outsider isn't in range for my troops to trigger them when the door opens, but the drones are in range to trigger them if they stay here. So guys, fly onto the roof as planned. And just that little bit closer. I'm hoping like places like here, the drone will be able to fly over, flank them from the air, and still not trigger the outsider. You guys are really coming in handy. Okay, so it looks like they're going to be coming on the right-hand side. I want everybody to have a shot. And Gerard. I mean, I moved you all the way left so that you could get shots inside the ship. I'm not going to move you all the way back again. Yeah, and you can catch any sectoids that move left. And at that range, I think visual range is here maybe. You've got 10 tiles of extra range to Overwatch, which is here. So yeah, you can just Overwatch. I mean, you won't catch anybody this turn, but why not? Okay, sectoids, come on out and play! Here we go! That is a lot of Overwatches. 2 shots hit. Incredible. Oh, guys. What are you doing? That is a horrible move. Drones, do you agree that it's a horrible move? No, don't do that. Ruining my plan. Do you agree that's a horrible move? Yeah, it looks like a horrible move, doesn't it? Oh, bummer. Well, that just sucks to be you guys, doesn't it? How many people can get shots to finish? Most of you guys, can't you? Okay, drones. As I said, I have no idea whose drone this is. I'll have to check the edits and track which drone this is that's doing the killing. 90% to hit. Nice. And 4 damage as well. Okay, likewise. Again, 90% to hit. Do you think you can score a critical? Or are you going to give the kill to somebody else? Okay, well, I don't have to worry about whose drone got the kill because both you guys' drone got the kill. Okay, Aristotle, plus 20 XP, and Gerard, plus 20 XP. Well, I think that worked out beautifully. Guys, I do still have my notification on the screen. I couldn't find a post-it note, so I just folded an A4 piece of paper and just hung it across the screen. So the top right-hand corner is completely obscured from me. What are you going to do? At least that way I'm going to remember. So how are we going to get the outside from this angle? He is far right. Maybe go far left against this wall. That's the best bet. So, a pretty good mission. It was 3 pods, but a pod of 3, not a pod of 2. Besides that, it was pretty much as expected. Although, saying that, I am very surprised that they're still on sectoids and drones. That troop transport really must have hit them hard. But you know what? Fuck it. I went on it. I beat it. If it looked like I couldn't, I would have left. Well, yep. The outsider is on the ship. We don't really have much better intel than that. Let's head this direction. So, guys, can you move up here? I've just realised something to know about outsiders. As mentioned a few times in the past, the game always knows where all your squad is, every single one of them, if they can see a single squad member. Which is why the outsiders will always run to a position where they're not flanked, even if you have their surrounded. If you've got them surrounded on all sides, they will run out the ship to get away. If you line up at this door and then open the door, they'll charge towards the door because they know they're not flanked. My problem is, these drones here, I really don't want the outside to think, oh, I can't move up because these drones are going to flank me. My best chances at killing him are run and gun, shotgun to the face. So guys, I'm going to want you to fly towards the squad. I don't want to spook the outsider and have him run away and have it be a prolonged battle. Guys, just, yeah, come a little bit closer. I know that means that we're not going to get any awesome, you know, drop down drones behind the outsider, but I much prefer the outsider charging me when he's revealed than not, basically. Now, don't trigger. My God, Varlan, I know. We've been through this so many times. Yeah, just move up a little bit further. Steady weapon and Overwatch. Now, game, can you tell me specifically where he is? Left or center? Left. Okay, so we know he is here. I was wondering maybe if he was here, but we did reveal this area. So yeah, he is there. Yeah, might as well trigger. Damn it, who's the one that's going to be triggering? Okay, Houston, what do you say if you just run up? Can you please run toward me? Perfect. Gerard, do you have a shot? Yep, you're dead. In fact, Gerard, why don't you just, you know, weaken him that little bit. There we go. Steadied weapon always does a job. Can either of you two... Not likely. Land. I wouldn't imagine you'd be able to get a flank, would you? You can get a flank. Well, isn't that handy? No, I don't think you're going to be able to get a flank, though. That's fine. You can just go there. And Frank, let's use your run and gun right into his face. And then, hold on. And then we remove his run and gun. Even though technically he's still got the bonus run and gunning. Okay, well, when he gets back to base, he can get the run and gun back after I've turned him into a gunner. Then he can be a run and gunner. But who can get a flank? Who needs the kill? Who do I want to have the kill? Go on then, Walken. You go for it. Nicely
Everything
done.
by the numbers.
That 50-50 chance to crit. That may have even been max damage with the SMG. Not bad at all. Okay, Frank has been fixed. Let's go back to base.